Hi, this is Sonya with Artsy Solutions, and welcome to week 49 of using up scraps. And so this week, basically all I did was just take some craft paper and some scraps, and I just did some stitching and made some clusters and just glued a bunch of different things together. Okay, so to start out, and I made 6 tags. So here's the first one, and like I said, I just used some craft cardstock. And I just stitched some clusters together using some scrap papers of like music sheets or music paper, or some coffee dyed paper, book pages, and just some little fussy cut out items and stuff like that, and some gems. And I have a little tuck spot right here. And then we have these little cut out Christmas trees that I fussy cut out on my own. I just kind of improvised or whatever and just did that on the spot. And then we have December, and then on the backs of all of these, you know, I stitched around each one, and I decided to just cover up the backs of them with some sewing paper, just to kind of make it look better, but you can still write on the back of it. And then I just added just a plain tag that I cut out. So here's the first one, and I added some ribbon on here, or some twine. At the last minute I decided to put that on there. And then here's the second one. And then here's one of the little carolers, Tim Holtz. I think that's the carolers. I can't think of what those little die cut shapes are. But I got this from Ramona Harrell, the Paper Fun on Facebook. And so I added some lace on this one. And now this is a little tuck spot right here, and then this is also a little tuck spot right here. So, and then I just added some bling, and each one of them's got some ribbon and then stitching going around them. And you know, like I said, I just added that, but all of them have the sewing pattern on the back of them. And then here's another one, and I just added an eyelet right there, and then this swivels around. It's like a tuck spot slash belly band kind of deal. And then you have like a tuck spot back here, and then I just did some collaging and stitching, and you know. And then on this one here, we've got, like I said, I just did some fussy cutting, a lot of images, added lace on some of them, and this is just a little tuck spot right here. It goes in behind here. And then have some journaling space on the back of that. And then on here we have another one of those die cut carolers, Tim Holtz. And then I just added some bling here. You know, of course, did some stitching around the edges and stuff. Each one of them had the little twine, or whatever you want to call it. And then this is a tuck spot here. So the whole caroler and place in time, all of that is a tuck spot right there. So, and then all of them have like collage in the back. I just added some different papers and kind of glued them on or whatever. And then here's the final one. And like I said, I fussy cut out all these images or whatever. Fussy cut them all out. And here's a little tag that comes out. And I just punched a hole and just added some twine into this, just to kind of make it look interesting. And then this swivels around. And then you can see the collage that's on here. And then we have Merry Christmas back here, and this is also a tuck spot. So you can add things to the back of your cards, or to the back of your tags if you like, or just use them as journal spots. Either way, however you want to do yours, it's totally up to you. Okay, so let me just go ahead and show you how I made these. Okay, so I've got some these collage pieces, or master boards, whatever people call them nowadays, that I made a couple, was it last week, week before last? Anyway, I had made some flower embellishments from these. So this week we're going to make some tags, some really simple, easy, I guess, holiday tags. And I'm probably just going to take one of these and then save these two for a different project. So we're going to work with these, and then I had made some Christmas cards. I haven't released my video for it yet, but there's some scraps that I have left from making these. And I guess we'll work with some of these and see what we have. There's some words and different things in here, and sentiments and stuff. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and then I may incorporate some of these die cut shapes that I had gotten from Ramona Harrell from the Paper Crafting Fund on Facebook. We had an exchange and she gave me some of these for free. So I may add some of these on here. This is from A Christmas Carol, Tim Holtz, not Christmas Carol, Tim Holtz, I can't remember what the name of that die is. But I may use these in here. So, alright, so I'm just going to play this by ear. I think I'm going to use, let's see, here's a piece of chipboard. What is this? I want to have like a solid base. So, I need something thick enough for a backdrop. Craft paper, or let me find an old bag, like a staple. No, the Staples bag is too thin. I need something pretty thick, like some thick cardstock. Okay, so here's some more of those little papers that I had made these out of. So I'm just going to use these as like a backdrop for a tag. It's going to be the bigger part of the tag. So I think we'll probably do like 4 today. Or we can do, let me see, 1, 2, 3. We'll do 6 tags, and we're going to make it quick and easy. So the base of the tag, let me just go ahead and cut this down to about, let's see, I don't want the tag to be too big. I guess about, we'll do some 6-inch tags. Yeah. That's perfect because this was 12 inches at first. So yeah, it's enough to make 6-inch tags. And let's see. Let me just cut here. And then this is going to be like our little template, kind of. If I can get it lined up right. Alright. Just going to cut this here. So I hope that's even. That doesn't look quite even. It's kind of off a little bit, just a tiny bit. Let me just come over just a hair. Okay, I think that's, does that look even, guys? It's gonna work. Okay, then we're gonna do the same thing with these. It's not gonna be perfect, but I'm just kind of playing it by ear. If I can get a grasp of this, go ahead and make it as even as we can. Hopefully everything's lined up like it's supposed to be. Alright. So now we've got our little corners edged up or whatever. And I'm just going to go ahead and punch a hole in the center. Let me get my hole punch. And I went on ahead and got some eyelets too, because I'll probably put some in here. So let's just, okay, I've got that there, and I'm not going to put it in there yet because I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do this. Okay, so we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so one card at a time. I just wanted to see what we were looking like with our tags. Just move this over here. All right, so we're just going to take, we need a base. Colors. I don't really like that. This is some leftover graphic 45 paper. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go around these edges with the alcohol marker. I think I'm just going to use, let's see what color. I think I'm going to try this little blue-gray. I'm going to go around the edge. And I'm going to do that to both sides. I'm going to outline or highlight it. Including right here in the center. Like I said, I'm going to do both sides like that. I'm going to do all these cards like that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got them all outlined, front and back. So we're just going to, let's see, if I got 6 of them, let me just take some of this, and I'm going to just stretch the edges of it. You can either use your scissors and carefully, because I don't want you to hurt yourself and get cut, just kind of rough it up. I want my edges rough. And any loose pieces that didn't get decoupaged on here too well, you can just peel it up if you want to, or you can leave it however you want to do it. And that's what, this is art, so art is not perfect. Art has flaws. So, and trust me, it has flaws. Okay, so, and you can use that, or you could use this distresser tool, whatever tool you have to distress your stuff, if you want yours distressed. I love mine distressed. Okay, and see, we need like a backdrop, a background piece. Let's see, I'm going to tear some of this. I'm going to add this on here. I'm just going to glue it on. And I guess I could take a little bit of blue distress oxide just to kind of make it stand out a little bit. Because everything I have I always distress. I don't know why I do that, but to me distress stuff just kind of sticks out, depending on what your theme is. I like vintage and grunge, so that's everything I do is going to get distressed pretty much. So, okay, so we're going to, how did I say I was going to put that on there? Okay, we just going to glue this on here as like a base. You can use whatever kind of glue. You can use art glitter glue, paste, double-sided tape, whatever kind of glue you like to use. I'm using this. I'm an art glitter glue girl. I don't know why. I just am. Okay, so we're just gonna. I'm just sticking this on here some kind of way, because we're gonna basically collage it or whatever, you know. And this can be like a little pocket. So before I do that, I think I'm gonna stitch around the edge. So let me get something else on here, maybe a piece of fabric or something. Yeah, like a little piece of fabric to hang, like lace or something that can hang down. Let's see what we have. Let me cut a piece of this down. I make a mess so quickly and then I lose my scissors. Okay, so I've got my little embroidery scissors. I love these little things. Alright, so we're just going to cut a little piece of this lace. I'd gotten this lace from Tara Roper. Felicia, she had sent some to Felicia, and Felicia had sent some to me. And I'm just kind of, I'm using some of it. I love this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to have this come here. So let me cut right here. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue going across here. Not too much, but just enough to hold this in place for it to dry, and then it's going to get stitched going across. The good thing about art glitter glue is it works with fabrics. It actually holds fabrics actually pretty well. So get just a little tiny bit more. I don't want to put too much because when I feed this through the sewing machine, I don't want it to get stuck. So okay, so I'm going to lay that on there. So basically, I'm just going to go through and create a base for a few of these before I stitch, because I want to stitch and then start building on, but I want this glue to dry before I send it through the sewing machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some more. Now some of these are double-sided papers, so some of these I'm going to have a different pattern on it. And I'm just going to place them in on different sides. So I'm just going to distress this and open my little blue back up again. And we're just going to glue this on. And I'm going to set this right here. And then I'm just going to glue this. So what do you guys do with your scraps? I'm sure you guys make cards and tags and gift bags and party favors and all those good old fun things. So, okay, because my goal this year was to use up my scraps, but yeah, I didn't do that. I ended up creating more. But that's what we do, right? I mean, that's what crafters do. We create as we use them up. But that's fine too, because it's fun. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one kind of in the middle. They're going to all have similar looks to them. So we're going to create some backdrops. Let's go ahead and glue this one here. Okay. Let's put that there. And I may have to punch a hole, we'll see. And I may like stitch on some fabric right there anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet anyway. So let's find some, we'll do this one. Just tear it, put a little piece on there. I love this. This is just so cute. Okay, so let's add a little bit of blue. I think that blue kind of makes it stand out, and I like how it's the contrasting colors of the blue, white, and red kind of look really good up against this beige. Do you guys like that? You think that looks okay? I like it. I just can't help myself. I love the vintage, primitive, shabby chic. I need to be more modern, I guess, but I'm not into. I like some modern stuff, but I like vintage. That's 100% me, is vintage. That's what I like. So, and then, I don't know, we could have like a solid Yeah, let's just give it a shot. Let's just do it like this. Yeah, solid is good. Tear that down just a little bit because it's kind of high. Yeah, okay, so we're going to add blue to that. I bet that'll look good. That's the good thing about these oxide, the Stress Oxide inks, is they've maintained their properties. You can still see blue even on top of the red instead of it like blending in and creating like a purple. Well, I guess it kind of has a purple hue to it, but it'll still work. It'll still look good. I might add some stamped images. I don't know yet. I don't know how complex I want this to be. I want this to be pretty quick and easy, so I'm just going to probably not stamp. I love to craft, but sometimes I just want to get it done. I don't know. Is that wrong? Okay, so I think I'll need... We got 3 reds, and now I need another... I don't know, let me just put a little piece of that, a piece of this on top of that, if that makes any sense. I'm going to collage some of it on there. That way it still has all the colors in it. All of them have some, it's not plain by itself. Yeah, I think that'll work. And I'm going to do a little piece of this. No, I'm just going to add this one here since it's already torn. And it's going to have some of both the blue and that red on there. I'm going to add another little piece on there and collage it together. When I craft, I don't have any ideas. I just go with the flow and just kind of hope for the best. So, okay, so let's get a little piece. Let's see if I can find a little small piece of that blue. Yeah, this will work right here. We're going to take this and we're going to add this on here. Tear a little bit of that off. Tear a little bit of this off. Add a little bit of Stress ink. And a couple of these, like I said, are going to have some lace. And then some of them might not have lace. I don't want all of them to have lace. I want them to be slightly different in their own right. And then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. So I guess 3 with lace and 3 without lace. I think that's fair. Like we have to be fair with crafts. Alright, so let me get a dry rag. Wipe some of this glue off. And we've got like just a little bit of overhang right here. We're going to just take that off right quick. But let me move some of this paper out the way. Like I said, I make such a huge mess when I craft. And I can't find half what I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. Okay, so move this. Move some of these little itty bitty scraps somewhere. Okay, what did I say I was looking for? Oh yeah, my little scissors. I got strings and stuff on me. Okay, so let's clip this. Alright. Then we're going to add lace. Okay, we have lace. This little piece right here doesn't want to stay. I don't know what's up there. Okay, now let's just hold that for just a second. And then this out the way. Alright, so we have lace on one blue. Let's do a lace on a red. and another red, because the reds are going to be bright, so I think the white will kind of tune it down. And then these three will fly solo. So let's see how much. Let me cut this down. Alright, so let's see what we got. I should have enough for these two. Just cut this upper part. And I'm keeping this too, this little upper part of the fabric, because I might add this in to the top of these, the tags that don't have the lace. I might add some of that to the top. We'll see. Okay, so let's just go ahead and cut this fabric to size. So we have a little piece here. Have to cut it right here. That'll fit there. And then I'll cut a little piece here. Set my scissors here so I don't lose them. And then I'm going to glue these on here, and then I'm going to stitch around the edge. And then we're going to come back and we're going to finish building up. Okay, I've decided before I stitch these together, I want to be able to just go ahead and stitch everything at the same time. I'm going to add, these are also going to get some stuff stitched on them. So I'm just going to create some clusters. Let's see. I want to glue on, yeah, some type of clusters. Or I might just make some clusters from these little scrap papers, and then I can just glue them on here. So I'm going to stitch together some clusters of whatever, of papers and things that I can use. Like that. And then we'll see. I'm not going to stitch on camera because me and my sewing machine are doing a little bit better, but sometimes it still acts up. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna make some clusters and then stitch around the edges, and then I'll come back and we'll finish building together. Okay, so I went on ahead and I made some clusters. I made like 3 of them. Real simple, just stitched, you know, going across them. And I went on ahead and I stitched these 3. And so now we need to add these clusters on here, on these cards, some type of a way. Let's see, that one's got a lot of blue on it. So I may add it to this. And then maybe add this one on here. And then maybe add this one on here. Yeah. So I'm going to stitch around the edge, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got these stitched up, but I still need something on the backs. So I think I'm just going to take some of this pattern paper, and I'm just going to decoupage it to the backs of each one of these, just to kind of make it look blended in, you know what I mean? So it's not just like bare, you know, or I could, yeah, I want to do that. So I'm just going to take some of this and then just put it on there. Decoupage it, because it'll bleed back through, and you'll see the pattern, and then you'll also see the stitches when it's done. So let me get my Mod Podge out. Okay, so I got my Mod Podge, which is equal parts glue and water, and we're just gonna I don't know if I can get it open. We're just gonna go ahead and brush it on. Brush on the Mod Podge. Now I have seen people add napkins using paste, I haven't tried that yet. I mean, this might work, but I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and use some Mod Podge. And that way I know for sure it's not going to come back up. But I don't know. I may try a project using paste, decoupage and stuff on. And if you have a Christmas napkin, this would actually look good too on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just cover this entire thing. I'm just going to go back over it with the Mod Podge. Make sure it's on good, because I don't want this to come up. And what I like about this is when you've already stitched, you know how the back shows, like, it looks like it's something that's inside out. When you Mod Podge or decoupage over top of it, it makes it look like it's on the correct side. So, well, to me it does. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to add some sewing paper to the backs of all of these, and I'll be right back. Okay, so these are dry now, and I basically just took the embossing heating tool and then just dried it like that. And now this kind of came in through, and then just trimmed this leftover paper that was on the back. Real easy, real simple. And I just think it gives it character. It gives the back character. And it's not just kind of plain anymore. It's, you know, it actually kind of looks, to me it makes it look better. Okay, so let's move these little scraps out the way somewhere. Just add them to my scrap bag. Okay. Alright, so this is what we have so far. This is what the backs of them are looking like. You know, you can still see the stitches, but the stitches I think kind of look more blended in. You know, I think kind of. See, I might have to trim this right here. Yeah, I was going to leave it at first, but I don't like, on this side it doesn't look right hanging down, so I am just going to go ahead and trim that. Oops. That way it just looks more polished. So yeah, this is what the backs look like. I may leave that, I don't know. We'll see. I might have to put some type of decoration on the back. I had planned on just leaving the back plain so it could just be like a journaling spot, but we'll see. Okay, so now, okay, we got the 3 that have our little lace on here, and then we have our 3 that don't have lace. So let's go ahead and get ready to build these up. So I'm going to probably make some pockets or something out of these. But first, where did I put that one little piece? I don't know where I set that one piece that I'd already cut out. I straightened my table up since then, so there ain't no telling I might have threw it away. Anyway, we'll just go ahead and cut another one. Alright, and then we're just going to rough it up. And do it the same way we did that other one. Just kind of rough it up. And then I'm going to take some blue Distress Oxide ink. And then I'm just going to go around the edges of it. And this is probably going to be like a little pocket or something. Make sure if you do distress your edges using the scissors, make sure you close your scissors back up, because I don't want you to get hurt. Okay, so let's get our little dauber back out and our broken china. I love this color. I don't know what it is with this blue. Blues and browns just look so good to me. I don't know why I like it so much, but I just do. Okay. So I like how that kind of makes it stand out a little bit. Alright, so so the ones that, let's see, the ones that have clusters already have kind of like the book pages and collage kind of look stuff on there. So we're just going to focus on the ones that have the lace, and we'll use these on those with the lace. So I think I'm just going to I'll make this into like a little side pocket or something. Or yeah, I'll make it into like a little side pocket. So let me just glue this on here. Okay, get my little arc glitter glue back out. We're just going to put some glue on, just on the side. If I can get my glue to cooperate. Alright, so let's try this again. Alright. You don't need a whole lot, just a little bit. Alright, and then we're just going to kind of set it over here like this. And we're still going to be adding some images and different things like that on here too, so we're not done yet. I'm just kind of getting the feel of what I want to use. I might use two of these. Maybe a black one and maybe a cream color one. This is cream. Is it cream or is it white? I don't know. I can't even tell. My eyes. I need to wear glasses, and I have glasses, but I don't really wear them like I'm supposed to. Oh, cool. So I have some individual carolers. Okay, I thought that they were together. Oh, I like that. Oh, this is so sweet. The possibilities. Okay, so we're going to distress this with some blue. Because you know me, everything has to have a little bit of distress on it. And it's just going to fit right on with the theme. Okay, so that's going to go there. I'm going to go ahead and get him distressed up, like I'm dressing him up. Toss a little bit of blue on him. Let's see. I thought about coming in with some brown, but I don't think so. I think I'm gonna just leave it blue. Okay, so we're definitely going to use these two characters and set the rest of these to the side for right now. And I have to figure out where I want to put him. I think I might put him on this one. So we'll see. Okay, and then we're going to use some more of this. And I think I'm going to have this kind of at an angle. And we're going to rough it up. I think I'm going to use my distress tool. That way I don't hurt myself. I'm trying to think of which one's the best. I guess I'll use this one later. To me, that's the best one. For thick stuff anyway. Because once you decoupage this, it gets like super thick and it's not gonna tear or anything, or it shouldn't tear easily anyway. And that's why I like it. I like to decoupage because it makes your stuff super thick and sturdy. Okay, so yeah, we'll put it on. I guess I'll put it on here. Yeah, I'll put it down in here. Let me put my little blue in here though. And we're just gonna, I know this is using up scraps, but I may have to find some images for this. So, I mean, yeah, I've got some more Christmas scraps laying around from other papers that do actually have images on them. So I'll probably use some of those, but I'm gonna have to dig them out. I should have already had that out. Okay, so we've got our little pocket right here. Let's sit that there. Looks like how it's starting to come along. Make sure I just kind of hold that in place a little bit because I don't want it to come up. Okay. see. I might have to get some little clips to hold, some little paper clips. Not paper clips, but bag clips, or whatever you call these little things, to hold this in place so it doesn't come up. I want it to dry properly. Alright, that should kind of hold it enough. We'll revisit that in a little bit. So, okay, so let's just go ahead and get at least, maybe we can do like a little belly band of this going up the center. I like this. This little music, I like that right there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn it into like a banner, I guess. Kind of like a belly band banner, if that makes any sense. Yeah, let's go ahead and distress that. I'm already in the Christmas spirit, so I love Christmas. I like fall too, though, but I don't know which one I like the best. I like both of them. Those are probably my two favorite holidays or seasons, well, holidays of the year. Easter's alright, but I'm not a big fan of Easter. I don't really. Christmas and Thanksgiving, that's what I celebrate pretty much. Or that's fall and winter is what I decorate for. So, okay, anyway, yeah, we're gonna put this in the middle, but I think I do need something darker around the edges of this. So we'll just take our marker, alcohol marker, because we want to be able to see. Or I could add something behind here. Yeah, we'll see. We still need to go around the edge of this. So I'm just gonna take the alcohol marker and darken this up a little bit. That way you can kind of see it, you know. Now I know this edge is a little bit wider than this, but we're just gonna live with it. It'll be alright. So, there's no perfection in art. We just make do. That's what art is, pretty much. Alright, so let's see. Maybe I could put some fabric behind it. No, we're going to keep it simple. Again, I've already got some lace right there. Let me see here. If that'll make it look a little bit better. It's going to, because okay, so I'm just going to add this. I'm just going to glue it down. Okay. Make sure it's glued really well, and then I'm just going to trim around the edge. And then we're going to add it as a belly band to that card. Okay, so I think that does look better, because then you can see the white up against the brown, and it kind of makes it stand out just a little bit better. But what I will do is, this is going to swivel, but I'm going to, let me see this. I'm going to flip this over to where it already has a hole. I don't know if you can see that or not. And we're just going to punch another hole straight through there. Line it up just right. Okay. And then we're going to put, I was going to put a brad. Yeah, I think I'll put a brad on there. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to use one of these little brads. That way it'll be able to swivel around. Alright, I'm going to put this in here. And put this in here. Open this up. And I am going to have to seal this, so I'm going to put something else over top of this on this side. So I'll probably put like a label or something. Let me get my little circle punch. And I'm going to punch a piece of, actually, let's see, I think I'll punch a piece of this right here. If it's big enough. It might be too thick, I don't know. I just want to have some of that collage look on there. So let's go ahead and punch that. And I'm going to put like, let's see, maybe a Merry Christmas. Yeah. Just going to cut this. Okay. Go ahead and ink the edges. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue this on top. But I'm going to leave some room here because this is going to be a tuck spot. I just wanted to make sure that I covered up where that brad was. Okay. And then we're just going to put this over top of that. But we're going to distress these little edges with the blue. And then we're just going to glue it on. And it should stick pretty well because it's paper, so. Just wipe up some of that glue. And I'm just going to take these off of here, and then I'm just going to place it here because I want to make sure that this is going to stick fairly well. Even though the M is covered up in the word Merry Christmas, that's fine. But we have a little tuck spot right here if we need, and this swivels around, of course. So now we get to add some more stuff to these. Let's first find some images like people or pets or something. We need to find some type of image kind of like these, kind of like the carolers. We need something that's going to stand out, like a snowman or a car or something. Christmas tree. Alright. Okay, so we're just going to cut out some of these little things. I'm going to cut out this drum, and I'm going to cut out the man, and we're just going to create us little embellishments that we can put on our cards. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to, this cardstock is somewhat thick, but not quite as thick as I would like for it to be. So I'm going to glue it, I'm going to distress it, and I'm going to glue it to some, I guess probably some black cardstock, just to make it a little more sturdy. and then we'll glue them to the cards. So we're going to have a drum, and we're going to have, let's see, we'll have this. I'm going to cut this man out, the 11 Pipers piping, and I'm probably going to cut out this car, and I'll probably cut out the wreath that says Happy Holidays on it, and then back them onto some black cardstock, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got some stuff. I basically just I fussy cut out the images, went around them with some alcohol ink and some the broken china, distress ink, and then just glued them to some black cardstock, cut it out, and then now they're pretty sturdy. So when we glue them on here, they won't tear, hopefully. Okay, so for the fun part, we're just going to just start gluing. So I'm going to go ahead. So these are going to need something in behind them. Okay, so I like this. I think I'm gonna make this like a pocket, if that makes any sense. Place in time. So I'm gonna glue the man, this caroler. I'm gonna glue him over top of the little sign that says place in time. This was from Graphic 45. I had let's see, this one was the other place in time. It was a scrap sheet that has like different seasons and holidays and things like that on there. Place in time, and then 12 Days of Christmas is where these other images came from. So we're going to glue this together. I'm going to put this over here so I don't lose it. I'm forever going through these little pins. So, alright, so let's go ahead and put a little bit of glue on his feet, if I can get a hold of them. Okay. And we're just going to kind of put him right here, like at an angle. Well, no, maybe I need to have him going straight like that, yeah. And I'm just going to wipe off any excess glue. And then we're going to make this a little tuck spot right here. I wonder if I should put it here. I think I'm going to put it on this side here, like right in here, yeah. Alright, so I'll go here, and then just a little bit of this here, and maybe just a little tad. Oh goodness, I put it on the wrong side. It's okay, because we can fix that. We can take that glue off, and then we can just put it on the other side. Well, there's a will, there's a way. There are no mistakes in crafting. That's what we tell ourselves anyway. Okay, so, alright, so we're just going to put a little bit here, a little bit here, and here. Okay, and then, oh goodness, I shouldn't have put anything on him because it's going to get in the way of when I try to stick something in there. Well, the good thing is, a lot of times when you add glue, and once it dries, it makes the thing sharper. And this is 110-pound cardstock anyway, so I think it is. It feels like it's 110-pound cardstock. So we're just going to make sure I got it glued correctly. We're going to set this here in the center. Okay, so we've got that, and we need like a word or something, maybe December, or let's see, we need something red. Cheer. I like this. Cheer. And I think I'm going to glue it to him, like right in here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here and glue it to him. Get that excess glue off of there. Okay. And then he is a tuck spot. So let's just find us like a tag or something. And we're going to set this in behind there just to kind of see what it looks like. Slide this over, tuck this back here. So yeah, it does fit. And I may have to find like a bigger tag, but in the meantime, this is what we've got so far. So we're going to set that there, and we're going to come back to this one where we originally were at. I want to put him over to the side. Yes. And then we're going to glue him on. We're just going to glue him to this belly, or this, yeah, I guess it's still a kind of like a belly band. That way we can still see, hold on, did I get his head? Let me make sure his head's glued on good. glued on tight. So he's not cray cray. So, but yeah. So he's on here, and it's when it swivels, you can still see the different patterns. You know, you got the book pages, the music sheets and dictionary page, and then you can still see that's like a banner or whatever. So then it'll swivel out, and you can still see the different colors here along with that. And then we'll just need something to put in behind there. So we need a word. Let's see, something kind of small. Maybe Noel. Something with green. I do like 12 Days of Christmas, but that's too big. We'll just use Noel. But I think I'm going to put it up against something white. It needs like a white backdrop. So, as a matter of fact, let's see how big this is. I'm going to cut this tag out. And what I may do is just use the back of it, because this is a single-sided printed cardstock is what it was. So I may just put this on here like that and cut it down. Yeah, let me do that. Let me go ahead and glue this on. Glue this here. Make sure it's centered. That's why I love to use wet glue. I say it all the time. That way, if you don't get it, when you put your image on, if it's not even or centered or whatever, it gives you room to move it and fix it. It doesn't look straight, so let's try to make it straight. Then, you know, we're just going to pop a little bit of this blue on here. You know, everything has to be distressed. Alright, so we'll slide him back down here for a minute. We're going to put Noel. I don't want to take away. I think we'll put it right in here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. We'll put Noel right in here. And then we'll have to find something to place up underneath it, like a tag or something. I may just make some tags from like a manila envelope or something, just something that'll go good with that color scheme. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go to our next one. And we've got this little caroler right here. Let's see, happy holidays. cover that up. That's too big. Maybe something green in behind, like right in here. And then Joy, I think I'll, or 'Tis the Season. Here's one. We might just use, yeah, 'Tis the Season. Might have to put her down some. Yeah, we will. And put this up some. So let's just go ahead and ink this up. And then I'm gonna have to add this to some cardstock. I'm just gonna take a piece of this cardstock right here. This was just the edge of the border to the paper pad. So let's see if this will fit on here. Yeah, it will. So I'm just gonna put some glue in the center. And let's see, we're going to put this here, glue it on. Make sure we wipe off any excess glue. And then we're just going to cut a little, well, maybe a little bit wider. We'll do like that. And then we're going to see what this is going to, yeah, that's going to work out really nicely. We're going to slide her down a little bit, but we're going to glue her to this. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue on this little corner. Put this at an angle. Make sure it's glued together. And then we're going to have two tuck spots. We're going to have this tuck spot, and then we're also going to have, I'm going to make her a tuck spot. So get this, her feet, and this little back part. Okay. And we're going to put her, I think I said also put her down through here somewhere. Okay. Just going to glue her on. Well, this is weird that it didn't glue too much. It didn't stay. I may have to grab my my little page holders or paper holders or whatever they're called. These come in handy. I got those from the Dollar Tree. I use those with my journals to hold my pages together when I'm sewing my signatures. They really come in handy. Okay, so we're gonna just, yeah, we're gonna hold this down if I can get it. All right, so we're gonna hold that in place. Let me grab another one. And then we're just gonna glue this upper part, hold that in place. And so, let me grab this tag that I made. So now we've got us a little tuck spot. We have a tuck spot here. And then we have one back here. And let's go ahead and put this 'Tis the Season up here. Like that. Or should I put it on the side? Should I put it on the side? No, I think it looks better up here in the center. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue up in here, because this is what's going to hold this in place, and I'm just going to center it. And I'm going to stick this behind there, that way ensuring that this glue isn't going to like get stuck to the back piece right there. So let's see, is that centered? Yeah, that's centered. Alright. Just gonna make sure that's going to stay. All right. Hold that in place. And I'm still going to probably add maybe some red ribbon, or we'll see, to each one of these. I may stitch in one, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so we've got that one. I feel like this still needs something, like maybe right here. Like a gem or something. I'll find something in a minute. Because these are going to need some type of sparkle. Okay, so we've got 3 more tags that we need to work with. So let's go ahead and do this one. That's kind of big. I like the Happy Holidays on this one. So we're going to just, you know what? I should put Happy Holidays right here. Yeah. As a matter of fact. And let me just punch a hole in it. And I think I'm going to add an eyelet to this one. And we can use a pretty blue. Oopsie doo. And we're just going to snap this in. And it can still swivel. That's the thing about this, they can swivel even with whether you use a brad or whether you use an eyelet. Really, an eyelet is more secure, but the brad still works. I still like that too. So, okay, so we've got Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. So, then we need something. Like this, or better yet, I like this. I think I'm going to glue these together. So I'm going to glue and put some glue right here. Put part of this poinsettia on here. Keep that together, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Take the glue off of it, or the excess glue, and then we're going to glue and put some glue on this upper part or this lower part of the Happy Holiday sign. Go ahead and stick this up underneath, and then we're just going to stick this on here like so. And then we can just make sure this stays glued together and doesn't come loose. Alright, so we've got that. I think that'll be cute. Then we need, we've already got a word, so let's see. I need something going across. I'm just going to glue this little piece on here just to give it some color. But I'm still making sure that the stitches are showing. Let's see. We'll just revisit this. Like I said, it might need some gems or something. I don't want to overdo it, you know what I mean? So, okay, so this here, I guess we could put our drums right here on the side of this little thing. Yeah, we'll put our drums right here. Or should I slide it over? I think I ought to slide it right there, yeah. Okay, and let's see, let's 12 Days of Christmas. We've got enough red. Yeah, we'll put 12 Days of Christmas up there. Okay. And then I'm just gonna make sure that stays there. Take this off of here. And then we're gonna make sure this stays. Okay, so we've got 12 Days of Christmas, we got our drums, and we've got a place to put something. And then we're gonna decorate this one. And all we have is this little itty bitty car. So we're gonna have to build this up and make like a little cluster of some sort. Okay, so we're going to glue Joy on here. And we're going to go ahead and glue this on. Make sure I get it on the right side. Looks the correct side. I'm going to go ahead and put this here. And then we're just going to glue this little car right here. And we're just going to make sure that it's still a little tuck spot, because I think, yeah, this is still a little tuck spot. All right. So. And then we can put either December or Be Merry. I think December would look better. So we're going to go ahead and glue that on. Okay. And let me just find some bling to put on all of these. Okay, so I still feel like this needs something. So I decided I'm going to make like a Christmas tree, like a, you know how they have like the really thin Christmas trees. Let's see. I'm just going to make some triangles, and they're not going to be perfectly shaped. But I'm just going to take some different pattern paper and different sizes. And then just kind of glue them together. That way we can create us like a little tree, or like a setting, a little Christmas tree setting, you know what I mean? So we've got two different patterns. I think I need one more. Let's see. Oh, I like this. So I can make this one. Let's see. I don't like how short that is. I need a tall one. Okay, so let's just make us a tall one, or semi-tall one. Go straight across, and then we're gonna come up. I can always make it shorter if I need to. Okay, so we're just going to group these together. add some glue. Oh my goodness. We have so many sirens where I live. I'm so sorry you hear that in the background in every video. But it is what it is. Alright, so there's a tree. Then we're just going to add another tree on there. Here's another one. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to distress these, but that's okay because this will still work. We have our little Christmas trees, and that'll make I'm satisfied with it. But what I can do is I can go around the outer edges. Okay, so where should I set these at then? Because I'm not going to make it like extremely bulky. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and glue these little Christmas trees on here. I'm just going to set these right here. I think that'll work. So let's see. And then we do need our bling. Alright, so I'm going to move this little piece somewhere. I've got some these little Starburst gem stickers that I've gotten from the Dollar Tree. I think that's where they came from. These are also Dollar Tree. Then I've just got little different things in here. So we're just going to start. I'm just going to put a couple things in here. Punch a hole in the center. So we've got 3 tags. I'm just going to put this one in here like this. And then I want to put this tall one, make it look better in here, since this is pretty tall. And I'm going to leave it long like that too. And I'm going to put this one, I think I'll use this one. We'll just put that there. That one already has one. This needs one. Turn it out of side like that. And then we'll just add this one right here. Oh yeah. There we go. And we have all of our cards. So let me just move all this clutter out the way. And I might come back through and then add some ribbon or something. I don't know. We'll see. But this is basically what they look like. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos and my blog and my social media sites. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.